Hello, this is Gabble, and today we'll be solving the 7 session of free tickets for 4-star special hero special rate, and also the free 5-star from last year units. Let me see if I found it, and we'll do that one first. I probably will go blue for Baldur, but I'm not sure. I'll just check that whenever we get to that. This banner I don't feel examining any longer because Emblem Violet will be on a Hero Races banner, which I believe is said to be sparkable. Not sure if I'll have the ores for that banner, but it is better for me to wait, just in case I have the ores to spark on that banner, as on Spark would guarantee me getting him, and I could maybe just get Emblem Violet at the same time. So yeah, let's do this one first. Let me see if we check the units that are available. Also, the amount of harmonized units for each color. It's probably something I should check. There are 2 harmonized on red, there is 1 on blue, there are 2 on green, there's only 1 on colorless. So yeah, technically I should go on green because there are 2 harmonized units. Also Marisa is there, which would not be terrible, considering that Hilda did not get to be on a Hero Races banner. It would not be a terrible idea to go on green for that, because spray support is still really good. I think I'll still go on blue because Baldur is really good, and I could maybe get Plumeria as a harmonized unit, which would be great because Plumeria is a double refresher. I know she refreshes herself, but I would still use her for solo clears if I were to get her. So yeah, let's see if I go blue. What will I get? I got Ninja female set. Well then, that is not what I was expecting, because I got her from the Luminary banners. The second one I think it is. The third one I think it's not out there yet. So that is actually good because it means I can use her for fodder, and she does have Comet, which is not available for cavalry. Okay, sure. That means I can't use that with rolls, but it's fine. The point is, I can have that as fodder. This is being recorded Sunday, which is the day of the trailer for the Brave Harmonized unit, so we know that there is now a better special for armors because it will give unconditional DR on 2 hits, no matter the type, while this can only give unconditional DR on 2 hits if they're Brave enemy, if they have Brave effect on enemies for the first 2, which are the 2 best hits in case they have Brave. But if they don't have Brave, you only get 1, and I did complain a lot back then that Arch Rebel was not helping me with boards because enemies had guaranteed follow-ups, so I was not beating them and dying by the follow-up they had. Now that we have that special that I'm willing to go for, once I get that, hopefully I'll get that, I'll have DR on 2 hits, whether they're Brave or not. And that means that they would need to have both a recurring and have kind of a way of doing a follow-up against me. Which again, once I have patience on a unit, it won't matter much, because I still have follow-up negations, so against Armor Knights, they won't do 3 hits against me, unless they also run a recurring plus patience somehow, just to get 3 hits against me. That would be the only way. The thing is, if they were to run a recurring plus patience, they do have a Brave effect, that's 2 hits, so Patience should do only 50% of full damage. So essentially I would already have unpierceable DR against them. But yep, I have Comet as fodder. I could probably duplicate that with a Tion Arm, as I do have still I think 3 copies for him to be able to use as fodder. He also has Arch Rival and Execution Breath, so he has a 400 V skill if I want to. I think I also have maybe 2 or 3 copies of Leylaf to do fodder, so I might just go with her instead because this is a dagger infantry unit. She is dagger infantry unit. I could maybe get all the skills to fodder because that's... I mean, I don't think so because there's no tier 3 on the emotes of these skills, so I will have to get that skill and Comet. I guess I don't really need full disarm. Also, didn't her have disarm? No, she had a perfect skill that has disarm. But yeah, I might just go with her instead. And I have now Comet in case I need to do that with someone. Good, I guess. It's not the best, but it is definitely something I could probably use. And now let's go with the useless units, because those are all units. Also these, I did check that before. I will go on green this time because those ones are just merely for harmonized merges or harmonized units that you don't have. And there are 7 harmonized. There are 7 harmonized green units. There are only 4 reds and there are only 2 blues. Meanwhile, greens, there are 7 harmonized and there are only 4. So by far green has many more harmonized units. Harmonized units that I'm using, harmonized units that I would just be getting merges on. I have Mia from Colorless. I have Lysithia from Colorless. I have Asura for green. I have Lucatriat, technically for green. I think I have that Sida also, so that's 3 harmonized green units that I'm using. Well, I only have 2, I think, on Colorless. I don't have a blue harmonized that I'm using. I think I have Lynn and Dorothea. I do not have Edgar, but I do have Altina. So yeah, I think it'll go green, and if there's no green, I will just go red. I am almost without any space. I just had to almost make it here to have enough space not to send them home or make manuals, and that's because I don't make 5-star units into manuals because maybe I want to use them or maybe want to follow them. I should just remember that just turn them into manuals, but if I turn everyone into a manual, the manuals will be also... They will have a lot of different units in manuals, so it might not matter, but like... I don't know, I think I just had to make them into manuals. That or use their reserves for units that are not Griols, but I don't want to do that. I didn't have this unit. I think she got a refine even before the Aussie Selena that also got a refine, so you're probably not good enough to this point. That's fine. I mean, that's another unit I cannot get rid of because one single copies I just don't want to get rid of. I just do not want to send them to reserves because I can't use units on reserve. Even though I will just not use her. I don't think I'm even going to bother her for Ground Hill Battle Clears. I got Harmonized Veronica, I didn't have her, so that's another unit. A Fates one, and heroes one. We'll check at the end of the video the amount of harmonized units from each title I have, because I also don't remember. You only need 2 harmonized from each title for reasonable others. That's why merges are a little more important, because you'll eventually just get 3 harmonized units, 2 for each title, as long as there are 2 for each title at least, because TMS has have none. That's why it forces you to kinda have 2 harmonized from each title, just in case they do TMS with any title you feel like it. I mean, due to combinations, you technically need to have like harmonized units, 2 harmonized units for each title, but 1 title. The thing is, because of TMS, that title has TMS. I go Gustav. I have 5 copies of him. I check before. I have 5 copies of him, and this will be the 6th one. Not making him +10 because it's pointless. It is a unit that has defense, res, near save 3. Of course, the one I want right now is attack, defense, save, far save or near save. I think it doesn't matter. Or it might matter. I haven't paid enough attention. I think that Brave Harmonized Sector has far save, not physical but far save. So I would probably just need a tar 3 attack, defense, far save from someone, which I probably have somewhere. I think there's still, I think I still have the manual from a Tunector. I could merge him and then folded him to Vanitas to duplicate things. You have not really anything. I think a Special Fighter 3 is already on a Royal armor or a remote armor. It is also still another unit I can't get rid of because I didn't have her. So going back to that, I just probably just need to actually end up turning into manuals copies of 5-star units that I have duplicates of, unless I'm actually using the duplicates of, like Leone sometimes did for road clears, but that's pretty much it. That might be the only unit I'm using duplicates of. I got another harmonized Asura. That's nice because it is one of the highest merged harmonized units I have, so that's helpful. So yeah, I may just have to do that. It'll take me a while, but you should probably free some slots for next summoning sessions. No, I don't remember what is the colorless to go for, colorless or blue. I think it was colorless. Yeah, I think it was colorless. I think colorless had more, and I use more harmonized from colorless. I got dualized it. Yeah, great. That is a harmonized unit I was using, so that's another merit. Well, I guess I have no choice but to pick blue. That's probably the least desired color for me. Halloween female Corin. Did I have her or did I only have her manual? I didn't have her, so I had to give her because they don't send home first copies of a unit. They got attack speed finish for, I think it was one of the earliest start for speed users. got Winter Black Knight. Did I have him? I'm not sure about him. I did not, so I had to keep him. This guy has a special fighter for that. Probably also was one of the few earliest Tire for FEH skill users. He might have gotten release soon before we got the armor specials for percentage DR. That's why people complain about him. Laratil, Halloween Laratil. I know she has attack speed Rally Plus, which is nice, but I actually don't need that many Rally Plus skills. Before I was kinda in need of, because I was trying to have a team for each blessing, but now I'm just replacing my units. So yeah, I'm not doing it because I don't feel like building all the units. I'm just doing it because there are almost no units that I could use for arena. I also technically just don't have that many cryos anymore. I don't think you will actually have enough cryos to make 4 teams, maybe not even 2 teams. This unit I did have her, she doesn't have anything, so this is one of the units I just have to just merge because I'm fine merging her. It's just all the units that are a little more recent have some tire for skills, and that's why I don't really want to fold them. Or some of the units had a tire free skill that got a tire for right now. Like New Europeans has, I think, attack speed link free, which is now helpful for favor. But yeah, I should just turn them into manuals. I just don't want to. I'm lazy on that. I would like to keep 5-star units, not be turned into manuals. But yeah, I think I just have no choice. It sucks. It'll take me a while. I don't know when I'll do it. The next new Heroes banner is, I mean, as the release of this video, it should be the same day I'm recording it. The next new Heroes banner should be the following day. Not sure if I'll have the time or the energy to just turn all those things into manuals to make space for that next summoning session. The thing is, that summoning session video is probably not going to be released until the next Thursday, so sometimes I don't need to do the summoning session the same day they show up. I mean, I could do that. I should do that because I would like that Brave Harmonized Sector folder for Raphael and just build him already. We said red, right? Did we say red? No, we said colorless. Yeah, I think we said colorless. Red was for the other banner, was it not? I got Paint Time as well. I didn't have him. He got his other refined zone. If you know, seasonals were at least at the same pace as the new heroes units, then you will be getting a refine next year. But they're not at pace, so you're not getting the refine next year. You might not get the refine in 3 years. In fact, you might not even get a refine ever. That I believe that might be the reason why they chose to give us like 5-star all seasonal units as trials. because they feel pity for those units. They're so late. The refine will be so late that the game will be over before they get the refine. The refine will be over before they get the refine. They just feel pity for them, saying that they're not going to get a refine, so I might as well just give them to every player. That's a unit that probably just had to merge. I'm not even going to bother. That's a book one. That's a tier 1 unit. We said colorless, right? Okay, got Harmonized Mias. That's another merge I can have on her. Sure, I don't think she has anything worth it. So that probably just had to be merged. I think she has to get it free, but that's also on Pro Inclusivity mode. I got Elm. He probably wasn't the same banner as us, and as I said, I don't think us is getting a refund before the game ends. This guy will also not get a refund before the game ends. Which is unfortunate, because he probably would have gotten Mythic Arms effect of Undefended in some way. But yep, I guess it doesn't matter much now that we have at least for Fire Season, until we get a null of her that does it for every single season, because that will happen. Yes, trust that'll happen. Though we do not have still a Sakura alt that does that. This is last ticket, I think. They might give the effects to a refine alt of their. I'm not sure how all their duo unit, duo Sakura and duo Elise are. If they were to be all enough to get the refine, they might make her have both legendary Elise and legendary Sakura effects. That would be crazy. Imagine both units combined into one. Also, I got another harmonized unit that I didn't have. So I got quite lucky with this summoning session. There are no more, and as mentioned, I'll just go check the harmonized units I have. And yeah, I have this set to be arrival just to discard them sooner, but these are not units to be discarded. It shouldn't matter right now, as with the filter I should be able to check. Let's take a little longer and filter by title as well, and that way I can check the amount I have for each title. So I already had 2 OCs for harmonized units, making Veronica pointless on that. Who's next? FE1, I only had 2, but 2 is enough. I didn't get any merges for those. For Echoes, I only have Bridal Gatria, which I did not get any merges right now. FE4, you only have 1 unit being Dorothea, and I didn't get merges for her. FE5, it's just Lind, didn't get merges on her either. FE6, I do have Bridal Katria. I have harmonized Barrack now, and I got this Roy.
Where's Mother?
So Roy is pointless because now I have Ike. I do not feel like merging Ike for merges on Resonant Battles. I think keeping him for his father is better. Even if I duplicate Patience with Brave Harmonized Hector, assuming I get him twice, which I hope I do. Even if I do that, it would not be a terrible idea to keep him for fodder for other units immediately, or to a different Attune realm I get later on with a few copies. So yeah, I don't think I'll merge him up. Who's next? FE7. So for FE7 I had already 2 units before getting that. Before getting him I already had 2 units, so this unit is pointless. He's not going to help me score any higher or anything because I already had 2 harmonize on both titles. So even though it seemed lucky, it was useless. Not sure when he's getting the refine. Actually, yes, hold on that. I'll change this so I could check the version. This is a book 6.5. So if I'm not mistaken, Summer Ass is 5.5, which hasn't gotten a refine yet. And that means that guy might be like 3 years away from refine. That guy might also not get a refine. I'm not sure. Okay, who's next? Sacred Stones. I seem to have only 1 Sacred Stone unit. That should change soon, because I should get Brave Harmonized Sector, who is a harmonized with Ephraim, who's FEH, so I should have 2 harmonized units once I do that, and I got a merge for her. So that'll be making her +3. FE9, I probably have all of them. There's Ike, and don't merge him for scoring. There's Harmonized Asura, there's this Altina. I did get a merge for her, so now she'll be +4. These units might get a refine. I mean Asura, not Harmonized. Very Harmonized, you bet that he's not getting a refine. Unless they go nuts and they just actually make very harmonized units, give them the same treatment as Brave heroes and make them get the refine in 2 years. In which case, technically there's a chance that guy could get a refine. But like, let's just go there though. This is what? FE10, I had 2 harmonized units. Summer Mia counts for reading down. At least this Summer Mia. It's so hard to know which Mia is from its game. But yeah, still get a merge, still be +3 after. So that's nice. Now we'll back to Awakening. There's Mia again, helping me, and there's very harmonized lane because it is with Lucina. So I had 2 harmonized units and I got a merge. Now let's go with Fates. I have harmonized Asura, who's getting a merge, and it seems I didn't have anyone else until now, thanks to Veronica. So now I have a 2nd harmonized unit for Fates, making her more useful than Roy. Roy was useless. This girl works as a 2nd harmonized for at least 1 title. And now we go to 3 houses, where I just got only 2, but I got a merge for Lesitia, who will be +3. I didn't mention that before, but I'll mention that again. TMS, again, there's no harmonized unit for TMS. And I don't think I have any unit from Engage, and Engage units were still not on Foresight Special Hero Special Raid, so there's no way you would get a harmonized unit from that title from here. So yeah, I got something. I think I think the harmonized droid might be the only one that was useless out of all the harmonized units I got. The other ones were an Earth or a new secondary or first harmonized from a title, so that's good enough. The only downside of that banner is that I didn't get any summer golds, but like doesn't matter. I'm not even using him any longer. So yeah, that seems about it. Look, six good steps, and I probably have used him at least once for fun. So yeah, that should be everything. We should see you. I guess the next Fire Emblem Heroes related video should be the arena run for the following week. That might not be the case. Not like I'm not going to do it, but if I want to do the summoning session for fodder on Raphael, because I want to build him with patience and such, what I might do, which I probably have done sometimes before, is that I will just release the summoning session the day I would do the arena run. So Tuesday should be the summoning session, and on Thursday I might have the arena run video. So yeah, that's what you should be seeing next week. I hope you like this, and we just see you on the next video. Until then, bye.